All right, so Mr. Root, we got people in different places signing papers and talking and everything, so just have to kind of see what happens.
That's fine. Maybe that's a good sign.
Oh, that's always a good sign, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll be sitting right here.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, Judge.
Okay.
I'm
All
here. I've got both Bryce Branscombe and Michael Bolton with me. I have been, oh, and Jordan's connecting. Okay.
And I got these.
Okay, good.
And then, Ms. Baker, are we going to have contested hearings on both of them? At one time, you thought you might have some agreement on one or
Well, I don't know. I think we're ready to proceed. I mean, if you want to put us in a little breakout room and let us talk 5 more minutes to see if we can reach an agreement. If not, we're ready to go.
Okay. And I don't want to, I may see if I can get Marie to come in. I'm afraid if I put you in a breakout room, I'd never get you.
Gotcha.
She said she'll connect at 1:30. Do you want me to tell her now?
She's right here.
Yeah, that's you.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. And we have a witness. She needs to connect. We
Okay.
have 2 witnesses, and then we've got some audio and video recording evidence too.
Who are your witnesses? So I can make a note of their names.
Beth Keaton. We also have Tyler Pate, sorry. And then the parties. Try to share screen.
Hey, Maria, can you come in and either show me or put some people in a breakout room? Okay. Okay, so Maria will come in. Who do you want to talk to in a room?
Jordan.
Okay.
I've got both dads with me in here in my conference room. So I've kind of talked with them a little bit. We've been going back and forth, but I don't know. We just may have to give us 5 minutes, but not 30.
Yeah, okay.
We need to get it done.
Okay. I think we want Miss Baker and Miss Buchanan.
Yeah. He can wait up there. The witnesses have to just wait till they're called. All right. Are we by ourselves, Judge?
And
Nope.
you're gonna put Miss Baker and Miss Buchanan in a breakout room.
And
Yeah, I'm kidding.
okay.
Okay. All right, so Ms. Buchanan, you should get like an invitation to go into a room.
Okay, I'm going to join now. Thank you.
Okay.
I can make her co-host, and she'll be able to do everything else. Victoria.
Yeah.
Where's Karina? Okay, and so she be able to work
Okay.
everything else.
Okay, great.
Can hear y'all.
Oh, you're there.
And I heard what you said about me.
Did you?
Well, you didn't hear everything we said about you.
But then we had it on mute.
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah, I think they're here with the juvenile. So
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Hello? Yes. Okay, if she just has to wait a little bit and see if we can. Yeah, great. Thank you. Bye. What? There, people are in breakout rooms. And Deputy Commissioner, yeah, has this warrant been executed for her? Just want Natalie Lopez. So just want to make sure there's not still one hanging out there.
This is the deal where he was in a wreck, I think, went to the hospital.
Isn't that what she was booked on?
And then she didn't show back up. Then she didn't show up when we sent her notice. And then I don't know what, I think this is the case.
I think this is when she didn't
That's a
show
bond
up.
forfeiture. Isn't that what they have on?
I don't know, because she was never booked in jail to start with. And then
Right.
she made a bond in Guadalupe County.
Right. So we just want to make sure that she's been processed in through the jail so that.
I'm gonna call. Hey, it's Rebecca. Natalie Lopez. Do y'all have to, on the DWI charge, do y'all have her booked in? Is it on the warrant for the bond forfeiture? Judges wanted to make sure that this warrant was actually served. Okay.
Trying to see if there's a second one too. There actually are two. You weren't back in November of 2020.
It's the same warrant
No,
number?
it's the same case, but it was two different instances. This is the original one. It was 10,000, November 23rd of 2020. So that's almost 2 years ago. And then she didn't show for court, so then there's a second one in August of 2022.
Well, these are one, there's, should be two. There's two different ones. There was one that was signed back on November the 23rd of 2020. That was a bond forfeiture. And then there's another one, it's the same warrant number, but it's a separate incident. It has a $25,000 bond and it's for also for a bond forfeiture. Okay, but y'all don't have her on the first one, just the second one.
So is this one never been executed?
Can you? Okay, do you know if the first one, the -1, do you know if that one has ever been signed or executed? The first warrant? It was done when she was arrested out of county. This one was,
Okay.
and
So,
then this one is what she's in on.
right, so where would this, is usually,
Hey, Judge, we've left the breakout room.
okay. hold on a
FYI, we
second.
can hear
Yeah.
you.
So after, in the file, it has this unexecuted one.
Can't see without these, sorry. No.
All right, so to Miss Baker and Miss Buchanan, so finishing up some papers on a criminal case. Where are we on this case?
I think we want to dictate an agreement for temporary orders in the record, Your Honor.
And is this on?
On both cases, I guess we'll proceed with. You pick which one first, and then.
Okay, with the matter of the marriage of George Branscombe and Jordan Branscombe is the first one on the docket.
Okay. Well, Your Honor, I'm gonna, if you'll maybe have everybody sworn. I've got everybody here too. You want to come stand behind me and get in view?
Okay, and so we have Miss Root is here as the court reporter. So let's just do one at a time so the record's as clean as possible. So first we'll do cause number 22L8193, the matter of the marriage of George Branscombe and Jordan Branscombe. Let me have everyone announce who's here.
And his name is Bryce Branscombe. My name is Dana Baker. I'm here on behalf of the petitioner, Bryce Branscombe. And would you state your name for the record?
Gregory Bryce Branscombe.
Okay.
Okay, and then Ms. Buchanan, if you'd state your name.
Jordan Nicole Branscombe.
All right, so if I can get Bryce Branscombe and Ms. Branscombe to both raise your right hands. Do you and each of you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this cause will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
I do.
All right, so understand there's an agreement to read into the record. Ms. Baker? You want to do-
Yes, Your Honor. The parties are the parents of Blair Renee Branscombe. They have agreed that Mr. Bryce Branscombe will have the exclusive right to determine the primary residence of Jordan, subject to the geographical restriction of Austin County and Galveston County and counties in between Galveston. Ms. Branscombe will have a modified standard possession order with visitation to happen on the 2nd, 4th, and 5th weekends, beginning at 6 p.m. on Friday and ending at 6 p.m. on Sunday. She will be responsible for picking up and returning the child to Sealy at Tony's, the parking lot at Tony's and Sealy at that time. We've also agreed that for temporary orders, she's not going to be required to pay child support. We've also agreed that they will pay uninsured medical expenses. We don't really have to worry about educational decisions at this point. We do want an injunction that George Bro will not be within 100 yards of the child during any period of her possession. And if I could ask Ms. Branscombe if that's her understanding of the agreement.
Okay, you may.
Okay, Ms. Branscombe, is that your understanding of the agreement for temporary orders?
For the most part, however, what are the basis that George Bro cannot be present while the
That's-
girls are around?
That
And
was
what
our,
is- Well, what is the extent of that?
He
When will
can't-
that end?
when somebody comes back to court to modify it.
Okay,
So is that your understanding of the agreement?
yes,
And do you ask the court to approve that agreement? Ms. Branscombe?
just a second.
Stairs.
Sit right here.
Just 1 second. I agree.
Okay. And with regards to Blair, you're going to deliver meet Mr. Branscombe at the Tony's parking lot in Sealy today at what time?
6 p.m.
Okay.
Can she do earlier? I gotta work this evening.
Can we do a little earlier? He says he has to work this evening.
What time?
3.
3?
Okay.
Okay. All right, Your Honor, I'll pass the witness.
All right, so Ms. Baker, do you want to ask your client first?
Yes, yes. George Bryce Branscombe, you heard the agreement dictated in the record, correct?
Gregory Vice President.
Gregory, I'm sorry. You heard the agreement dictated in the record, correct?
Yes,
And do you feel that that's in the best interest of your
I
daughter?
do.
And do you ask the court to approve your agreement
I
today?
do.
Okay, I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Okay, and then Ms. Branscombe, but then on the screen it says Jordan Buchanan, but Jordan Branscombe, did you have any questions that you wanted to ask George Branscombe about his testimony?
Stuck with George. It's Gregory, the other guy's George.
confusing, Judge, we know.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure if there are questions. I want to know the basis of why I don't get to choose who he has my children around. So I don't understand how he thinks that he can choose who I have mine around. I don't understand that.
It's because we dictated it as an agreement in the record rather than have a hearing with all of the evidence that we have.
Okay, well, I can also come up with evidence. So, but I haven't because I'm trying to be peaceful. But I want it to be clear that these two men cannot control who I choose to have in my child's life, so long as that person is not a threat to them. I want to make that clear, that this is not going to be for forever. They cannot control my entire life.
Well,
So
this
I'll
is,
agree for now. I'll agree for now.
all right. So today, this is a temporary order. So there will be a final hearing at some point in the future, and then there would be a final order in place. But this is, as Ms. Baker said, this is a temporary order. And temporary orders are usually in place either a few months or could be longer, depending on how long it takes the parties to get together and agree on a final order. All right, so then I'll approve that as a temporary order. And Ms. Baker, I'll have you draw up an order. How much time will you need to get a temporary?
I don't want to drag it out too long in case you have any problems, but I'd say a week. I've got a draft already.
All right, it was Monday, the 12th. Is that too soon?
No. I do need an email address for Miss Branscombe so that I can send it to her in advance.
It's Jordan, JORDON, at the rustic bell, BELLE.com.
Okay.
All right, so Ms. Branscombe, what will happen, Ms. Baker is going to prepare a draft of this temporary order and email it to you. And so you look at it, and if you think everything that was agreed to is in that order, you can sign that and give it back to her, and then she'll give it to me on Monday, the 12th, and I'll sign it. If there's some disagreement, you email to Ms. Baker and try to work out the disagreements, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so anything else on this first case?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm gonna see if we're ready on any of these other cases. We ready on that? Okay, so I'm gonna put myself on mute for a minute while I do a quick criminal plea. And
Okay.
so, Ms. Root, we will not need to have this on the record. Okay, so now we can do in the interest of Jaden Bolton. So make sure I get the names right this time. So,
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
all right, so who will you be calling as a witness, Ms. Baker?
I'm going to be calling Michael Gene Bolton and Jordan Branscombe.
All right, and Ms. Branscombe, will you have any other witnesses that you're going to call?
Your Honor, we're dictating an agreement into the record on this case as well.
Okay. All right, so this is cause number 2011L 5443 in the interest of Jaden Bolton, a child. Let me have everyone announce who's here.
I'm Dana Baker. I'm here on behalf of petitioner Michael Bolton. Would you state your name for the record?
Michael Gene Bolton.
Okay, and then Ms. Branscombe, if you'd state your name.
Jordan Nicole Branscombe.
All right, so if I can get Mr. Bolton and Ms. Branscombe to raise your right hands. Do you and each of you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this cause will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
I do.
All right, so Ms. Baker, I understand there's an agreement. So if
Yes,
you'd
Your
like-
Honor. For temporary orders, we're modifying the last order so that Michael Bolton has the exclusive right to determine the primary residence of the child, Jaden, subject to the geographical restriction of Austin County, Galveston County, and counties in between. Ms. Branscombe will have a modified standard possession order to happen on the 2nd, 4th, and 5th weekend of the month. The exchanges, the weekend periods of possession will begin at Friday at 6 p.m. and end at Sunday at 6 p.m. The location for the exchanges will be the Tony's parking lot in Sealy. Mr. Bolton's obligation to pay child support will be suspended immediately. He will continue to pay tuition at Faith Academy. He will continue to provide the health insurance coverage. And then the parties have also agreed to lift the alcohol injunctions. I think both parties acknowledge that they shouldn't drink to the point of intoxication, and they shouldn't get in the car and drive with the children in the car to the point of intoxication. We also have the same injunction language that Jordan Branscombe is enjoined from allowing George Bro to be within 100 yards of her or the child during her periods of possession. And I believe that's everything.
All right, so Ms. Baker, if you want to clarify that with your client.
Okay, Michael, sir, here, did you hear the agreement that I dictated in the record?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you feel that that agreement is in the best interest of Jaden?
Absolutely.
And do you ask the court to approve that agreement?
I do.
Okay, I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, so Ms. Branscombe, did you have any questions that you wanted to ask Mr. Bolton, or any questions about the agreement?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, and Ms. Baker, any questions for Ms. Branscombe?
Yes, Ms. Branscombe, did you hear the agreement as it was dictated in the record?
Yes.
And do you ask the court to approve that agreement?
Yes.
All right, I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Okay, and Ms. Baker, I'll have you prepare the temporary orders. Do you want to use that September 12th date?
That'll
for this
be perfect.
also?
That's perfect, Your Honor.
And so the same thing, Ms. Branscombe, Ms. Baker will email you a draft of that.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. And just to be clear, you're delivering Blair.
I think we already have an understanding of that.
Well, no, it's an order to Sealy, the Tony's parking lot in Sealy at 3.
We've already discussed that.
Again, I want to be clear.
Discussed it. I already agreed to it. I did.
Okay, I just want to clarify the understanding on the record in front of the court reporter.
We did.
All right, I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so Ms. Branscombe, anything else?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
And I know we had another case on the record just a minute ago, so we'll Jordan and Blair be with Miss Branscombe at the same time, or are they opposite weekends?
No, they'll be at the same time. And so one or both of the dads or some designated competent adult will be making the deliveries to the Tony's parking lot in Sealing.
Okay.
This
All right.
Friday.
Okay, well then I'll approve that as a temporary order. Ms. Baker, you can prepare the order with the entry date of Monday, September 12th at 9 o'clock.
All right. Thank you, Order. Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
May be excused. Thank
All
you.
right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Branscombe. And so Ms. Root will have one more thing to put on the record. And Ms. Root, did you have a cause number in this one? It's a juvenile case. It's 22J921.
I do. I have it on the calendar.
Okay, and so we're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna do this since the people are here in person. Should I turn this around?
That would be
Judge,
best,
if,
Judge.
if you can turn the monitor around, Judge.
Tell me,
Aim it down a little bit. Okay.
how's that? All right, it's cause number 22J921 in the matter of MD, a delinquent child. We have everyone else who's here.
Benjamin Nystrom for the state of Texas.
Kyle Andrews, juvenile probation.
Stephen Longoria for the respondent child, Judge. Marquise Davis is here next to me and his mom.
Okay, and Mr. Nystrom, you can have any testimony?
No, Judge, I believe we're in agreement on this.
We are, Judge. It's a motion to release. We, of course, are agreeing to our release with the conditions pretty similar to the last time. I think there was some clarification on a contact, but I think Marquise understands everything. Is that right, Marquise?
Yes, sir.
You know what you need to do?
Yes, sir.
Mom, same thing.
And so what is the clarification as far as the contact?
I think there was issue as far as leaving the county, and I think you needed to get prior permission. And I think some numbers, probation officers and the staff were added. Is that right, Mr. Andrews?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's clarification on leaving the home wall and ankle monitor.
Okay, so Marquise, any questions about any of that?
No, sir.
All right, so I'll approve that order that you'll be released from custody and you'll be on the same conditions of supervision, except with that one modification about the electronic ankle monitor. All right. All right. Thank you.
Judge, these are unrelated confusing matters. Okay.
Thank you. Just tell her. So Ms. Root, I think that's all we had.
Okay. I'm glad I was able to help out. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you. So yeah, if you just get your information to Ms. Lozano and then we'll get it turned in, get you paid.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Victoria.
Uh-huh. I'll talk to you in a minute, Karina.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Hey, Judge, how you doing?
All right.
You look so lovely today.
I know, just like every other day.
Every day, not every
Yeah.
other day.
Hey, Stephen,
Yes,
Stephen,
ma'am.
you left your file in.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so I told Maria to give it to you.
Okay.
And I promise, I think I licked all the cooties off of it.
Did you lick all my paperwork?
Of course, that's probably what got me sick in the first place.
How you feeling? You still sound,
I feel horrible, and Judge won't help me at all, Stephen. I tried to get him to help me all weekend, and he would not be there for me.
like to bring
I'm
you
very
drugs or what?
Well, no, I didn't need drugs. I needed something else, but he wouldn't give it to me. We'll talk later. Talk
All
to y'all
right.
later.
All right.
Bye.